Welcome back, Maffians, to Nugget Mafia, your one-stop place for inspirational and success tips to improve your life. Before we go further, please hit the like and subscribe buttons below so you'll not miss any of our nuggets. Today, we have one of the most inspiring entrepreneurs of the century. One who became a billionaire at an age where most people are still making meaning of their lives. He is no other than Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook. Some people say Mark Zuckerberg controls almost half of social media. Well, they might not be wrong, seeing that Facebook owns the top 4 most downloaded apps in the past decade. Let's take a look at 10 secrets to good old Zuckerberg's success. Stay with me. Number 1. Dream big, start small. I'm pretty sure there are lots of college students today who, just like young Zuckerberg back then, have access to a laptop and maybe programming experience. Capital aside, the problem some of these people face is, they have these big dreams, but not the patience to start small and watch it grow. Or, they start projects that have lots of potential, but they lack the tenacity to push it further. Zuckerberg didn't lack either of these. While he had a big vision for his little company's future, he probably didn't expect to get 1 million users in the first month. He built his reputation with time, and with that, he grew his success story. Number 2. Strike while the iron is hot. While the Zuckerberg story will advise you to have big plans and dreams, it will probably also tell you that sometimes, these ideas may not be fully formed at the beginning. Waiting for the right moment is usually a waste of time, is something he has said more than once. Sometimes you just gotta kick off and begin work when the idea hits you, and the inspiration is still fresh in your head. Half the time, if you wait it out too long, you lose commitment, lose sight of your goal, and even wonder why you had the idea in the first place. Who knows how many ideas have died this way? Number 3. Expand your knowledge. It's common knowledge that Mark knows his onions in programming. It is his passion and future, yet it didn't stop there for him. Besides computer science, he also had a flair for mathematics and the natural sciences. Interestingly, he also studied ancient linguistics and took a few other courses outside his field. Like Mark, you have to understand that life is an entire forest. If you know just a single tree too well, you cannot claim to know your way around the forest. Pursue variety of knowledge. Certain skills or knowledge might come in handy when you least expect. Number 4. Make your product necessary. This is quite simple. Be as innovative as possible. Let users refer to your product or service as cutting edge. Continue to learn new ways to satisfy customers' needs. Once in a while, it is important to look at your own product and ask yourself if you would use it if it didn't belong to you. Give yourself reasons why people would want to use it and why they would not. Then keep working to eliminate the not. Number 5. Competition shouldn't be a stumbling block for you. When Facebook started, there were tons of other similar products in the market. For example, there was Mispis, which had about 5 million users by then. There was also Orkut, which was supported by Google, and at least 15 other similar competitors. A lot of these companies had already established partners and good capital funding. Mark could have used this as a good reason to simply cut his losses and throw in the towel, but instead, he saw it as an opportunity to prove his worth. Keep this mentality, and you are already thinking the Zuckerberg way. Number 6. Be ready to take calculated risks. One of Zuckerberg's greatest strengths is the ability to take calculated risks. I mean, what kind of guy leaves school, not just any school, Harvard, to run a business without maximum financial backing? Even while sourcing out funds, Mark was set to shun certain major investors in order to increase demand. He believed his company was worth much more, and he took the risk, believing Facebook would last long enough to make them invest bigger. And whoa, it definitely did. Well, this is a really big risk. You must also understand that it won't work all the time. But when it does, you'll be happy it did. And hey, Mark Zuckerberg did say that the greatest risk of all is no risk at all. Number 7. Believe in your purpose. When you have a dream, and you truly believe in it, you find yourself becoming somewhat obsessed by it. Even when people around you do not believe it's your dream, own it, believe it. There were some who said Mark's best friend was his computer. He would sit there for hours either working or learning what he needed to run his company in the future. I think we all agree now that those hours weren't in vain. Number 8. Get the right partners. The partners you choose can make or mar your dream or purpose. You must make for yourself partners who have the same or even greater kind of motivation than you do, lest you let them pull you down. The right partnership can bring you the right connections, bring you the right ideas, and even open the right doors. There are various ways to build your partnerships. Be ready to try different options. Number 9. Be open to constructive criticism. The emphasis is on constructive criticism, so you wouldn't think I want you to listen to people who are only out to belittle your work. Truth be told, you need to be prepared for all kinds of critics. There's a lesson to be learned from every insult, every setback. Facebook has had its fair share of critics, bans from several countries, and has been taken to court one too many times for one violation or the other. But Mark only makes his corrections and moves on. Do not be put down by critics. Else, your dreams will be down and done faster than weekends go by. Number 10. Above all, be consistent. I've always said it. The hardest thing to do is to be consistent. Many a time, you will have to remind yourself the reason you started out, so it can motivate you to continue. Every day, you have to make yourself do that thing you believe in, and move out of your comfort zone for it. The moment you step back, it all ends. So it's important to be consistent. It always pays off. Thank you for taking out time to get useful tips to better your life. Do like and subscribe to this channel to stay updated on daily nuggets.